if someone is watching this and they're thinking back to their time at school, or as a young person, in general, what would your advice be if some things have happened that you know it? There's thinking, feeling, and knowing. You know when something's wrong. If they know something was wrong, what should they do about that if they're thinking that they want to bring this to light and perhaps pursue a legal avenue?
Yeah, I think that if you are able to talk, it's really important to break that silence. We have seen so many times the kind of ripple effect from doing that. So speaking to a lawyer is a good step just to get advice and signposting. So, this is what's happened to me. What do I do? Where should I go? A specialist abuse lawyer can give some guidance and signposts in relation to the police, criminal process, direct signpost to therapy, specialist therapy. Perhaps people want to consider inquiries or investigations and the like. But I think that's really important. That ripple effect isn't just for that person individually, whereby it can be quite cathartic to shed, to an extent, that kind of burden, and to say, look, it wasn't my fault that I was abused. I am an abuse survivor. Just to say those words is very important. That's the first ripple. Second, then, is for their partners, parents, children, friends, and family, because often people around you may know, well, that's just the way you are. But saying to them, actually, I suffered abuse, that makes sense. That ripple effect. And okay, well, that's why you don't allow us to have sleepovers, Dad. That's the reason why I can't go on a football trip, Dad. That kind of makes sense now. We understand that ripple. But the third ripple, which is really important, is breaking the cycle of abuse. We know, sadly, that an abuser, and to date, in every single case I've ever acted in, it's been true. An abuser has never just abused one individual, sadly. They've always abused others. Whether it's a teacher, football coach, priest, rabbi, the list goes on, they always have. So that ripple effect could enable others to obtain the same ability to disclose their own abuse. And one thing we have noticed, even if other people did not abuse the same thing in that school, Eton as an example, by speaking to friends and other people and breaking the taboo, we've had it again today. We did a Times piece about Horace Hill School. That person spoke to two of their friends. They both disclosed their own abuse, but not about Horace Hill School. One was by another school, and another one was by her grandfather. They've been friends for like 30 years, never been able to talk about it. You can see how that ripple effect is good and helpful. Those two individuals hopefully will be able to tell others and be able to disclose and break the taboo of abuse. And that's what we need, I think, in this country for far too long. The ability to talk about sex and abuse and wrongs being committed have been so hard. So if someone is able to talk about their abuse, then please do seek and obtain specialist help, whether that's through solicitors and or therapy. But whoever you speak to should be signposting you to these different things. And it's important to understand what you want to achieve from it. But things can and should get better from you disclosing. It's a really important measure to take.